I feel like it's learner driven. Like I'm just like, well, the learners do a lot of the things. The guys just point us to where we need to go.
I think it's different because, like, other schools, you basically just sit in the desk and the teacher tells you what to do. But Acton, we have like freedom and we get to choose and make decisions for ourselves.
Like the whole entire like idea of like what school is really. I think one of the really big things is that Acton is like self-driven, like learner-driven. So you set your own goals, you choose what to do when you want to do it. Like even though there's a schedule, like you choose what to do in that time and how much you want to do based off like how much you can do. Mm-hmm. And I think that's definitely a really big part. And another thing is that we don't have like teachers. We have like a guide just like in the classroom. Like sometimes like she's not even in the studio and we just still do things. It's very different from like having someone talking to you and telling you what to do.
I've never been to a traditional school, so I don't really know the experience, but I know that we work on our computers and we work individually, and it's not really by like grades, but my friends have told me, so 7 and 12-year-olds are all learning the same thing, and I've told them that actually what we do is we're in the same classroom, but we're not learning the same things because we're on our computer doing our individual work. And I think it's really helpful. It's been actually fun learning on just the computer and going to all these different little like apps like Duolingo to learn Spanish, all these cool things. And we also have couches. It's very comfortable and it's very nice.
I think we have more freedom. We're figuring things out by ourselves with the help of the guide, but she helps us through it. She doesn't tell us what we are doing, and we just figure it out by ourselves while she guides us through it, kind of. And I think we have a lot of choices we can make, and we're in public schools or something, we don't have a lot of choices that we can make. They just set rules and we can make our own rules and approve them, all that kind of stuff, and I think that really makes it really special.
In traditional schools, you have to like sit at a desk and just learn stuff that's been like forced to learn, you know, like. But in Acton, you learn how to learn and learn how to be and like learn how to do. But in like regular public schools, you just learn what to be and not how to be.
I feel like it's generally a place where there's a big question being asked, and then people individually say what they think about it.
A Socratic discussion is basically where we sit down and talk about things, sometimes related to what we're working on, sometimes not. And I think they matter because we get to like practice like disagreeing and agreeing with each other and actually sharing our point of view.
So we have like a topic of like something that we're gonna learn for the day, and so then the guide just reads it out loud, and then she asks all these questions, and we have to answer, and it helps us all like, number one, get to know each other and learn about the topic.
Basically, like it's about a topic of something that we're learning or something that's like, I don't know, like something like important, I guess, that we want to focus on. So sometimes we talk about like guides' roles in the studios. We talk about creativity. We talk about perseverance. Like those are usually the morning ones, but then the afternoon ones, those are like for Quest, where we do like, we talk about what we're going to do in Quest, and then there's like questions, and then we talk about it. And I think that they're important because it's really good to have discussions, especially like Socratic ones, because the guide always asks like more like follow-up questions, so you can really like talk about and prove your point. And then we also have like They're called the rules of engagement. So those are really good things to practice for like discussions that we'll have in the future as well.
Socratic discussions are discussion we have every morning and afternoon, where we discuss a topic about like hard work or ingenuity or stuff like that, and then we branch off of it, and then we say what our opinions on what we could do about it, or like how we could do it different than the other.
It's like usually a fun activity or challenge that we do.
It's really just about like trying your hardest.
Quests are basically where we like learn stuff, but it's like it's not really learning it. We're like doing it and making it. Like game design, like we're not just learning about it, we're making a game. Like learning about a business, we're not just learning about it, we're making a business and selling our products. So it's more of we're learning about it and doing it at the same time.
So right now we're doing the game design quest, and each quest like you learn different things. I think they're important because like other than reading, writing, typing, spelling and grammar, like math, all those basics, it's important to learn other things as well. So like with the game design quest, we're learning a lot about like probability, which does have to do with math, but it also has to do with other things. And we're also learning about like target audiences, and we're learning about the history of games and like why we want to be entertained. And it's just like we go into all these different topics.
I think it's very good for learning about working in the future, and for just learning how to interact with each other in a way that we can do when we're older and working in our own jobs and all that kind of stuff.
In Quest, we do these projects. Like one Quest, we had to sing a song, like, and make a cool video about it. And another Quest that we're doing right now, I have to make a video game or a board game. And I feel like Quest is like how to be like more creative, so you can like do so you can do like more stuff and think more.
I think the point system, because the point system, you do a certain amount of work, you get more points, and you get levels. So there's nesting, flying, and soaring. And if you get enough points, you can move up to those levels and get different freedoms.
I want to like be a good and smart person. Like I want to be smart, I want to be kind, and I want to be a hardworking person. So that's what I do.
I think just having a ton of kids that in the same classroom that are all together and that you can ask to help you out, and just having a guide around that's really helpful, and just everybody around me is what motivates me.
I think it's important because you don't have to be mean about it when you're doing it, but it's just nice to know, like, you are really good at this, but maybe you could work on, I don't know, not yelling as much.
I think it's important for you to develop skills and to learn what you have been doing wrong and what you have been doing right.
Because if we didn't give and receive feedback, we wouldn't know what to improve on.
I think we interact more with our peers, and that if I had feedback from my peers, I'd feel very close to them, like knowing that they really care about me and know that they want me to improve in some places.
It's really like helpful to know what your peers like think you could do well and think you could do better, because a lot of the times like you don't know what you're doing wrong. Sometimes people will tell me you do this and I don't like that because I don't think that's respectful, I don't think that's kind, or I just don't like it, or it's like not helping me focus, and I'm like, oh, I didn't even know that, so thanks, for telling me. And then they're like, oh, but you're good at this, keep doing this, and then I know what to keep doing and I know what to stop doing, and that helps build character and it helps you become a better person. And I think it's good to give feedback as well because it makes you feel heard, because a lot of the times people don't want to say like, oh, you do this bad, or I actually like admire you for doing this. Like they're too scared. So when there's like a designated time to do that, it feels like, oh, everyone else is doing it, so I'll just do it too.
I feel like the learning technique is a lot better because I went to public school for like 3 years, I think, and there I feel like a lot of things were different. Like most of the time, we would all have desks, and there would be a teacher standing up, and we would all learn things at the same time. And a lot of people were falling very far behind because we were all taught at the same time. Basically, you don't get it the first time. You can ask a bunch of questions that time, but then like the next test they give you a bunch of questions about it. So if you don't get it the first time, you're toast.
I think it's helped me go at my own pace, because sometimes like in math, I'm not the best at math, so it's better because I get to go at my own pace and I don't have to just move along as everybody does.
Acton is a model, but like when I go to school, I'm like excited to go to school and I'm excited to learn. I'm like, oh, what am I gonna do in class today? And I think that's great because like usually like when I went to other schools, I was like, oh no, I have to do this and I have to do that and blah blah blah.
I think it has very much helped me through like just understanding how we can really work together, and how we are all very all the freedom that we have to like speak and to say our ideas and all that kind of stuff. And I think that's really helped me with what I want to do in my future and for just so many other things. And I think that it's a great opportunity for others to come and go here too.
I would definitely recommend it. When I first started this school, I didn't know what like a few things and were math, and I didn't know like kind of the start of Spanish. I only know a few words that my dad had taught me. And then, but at the end, like where I am right now, I've learned so much more. I'm like starting to say long sentences in Spanish, and it's been really helpful. I'm starting to type better with my fingers, and I'm starting to learn how to spell and math and all these things. It's just really been helpful, and so I would definitely recommend it because it's like, I mean, you're not gonna get a school that's this good. I thought it was gonna be like, oh, another traditional school, but it's actually been an amazing experience.